So today's the day. I've been talking about getting this field strip tilled for quite a while now, and it's kind of taken a while because I was trying to get some different like prescription maps made and stuff. Anyways, finally got it done. Finally here, just starting to fill it up right now. And even though it's taken a while, I don't think we could have hit it at a better time. It snowed earlier in the week, but now it's melted. The top is dry. The top few inches is dry, but there's some nice moisture underneath. And I was riding around, we were making some guidance lines with the strip till, and he said, I don't know if I could find better conditions to do this in. So, pretty exciting. This is gonna be awesome. I love strip till. We've done it one time in the past, and I loved it. It was the nicest planting conditions I've ever planted into. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. After this field, he's gonna go to my cornfield as well. We're gonna strip till into the corn stalks for soybeans next year. This is a pretty nice rig. I like this. Just a quick drive by. This thing looks to be doing an amazing job. This is so cool. What's also cool is he's pulling a 16 row bar with a front wheel assist. The local co-op pulls a very similar bar with a like 600 horsepower quad track. See how it's doing here. Leaving some nice berms, that's good. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Look at that, I can stick I'm up to my wrist at least. Sweet. Oh, I love strip till. It's just so pretty, so pretty. The strip till, it just makes a lot of sense to me. You know, you're keeping that soil structure in most of the ground, a large percentage of the ground, yet you're creating a nice strip that is nice, mellow, has a fertilizer banded right into it, so it's easy access for the roots. And then they also warms up the strip faster come springtime, so you can plant into it. You can see here, this was a compacted spot. A couple clods on the top, but we're still getting some good depth out of it. So that's good. I do believe this is a mole knife, not a Coulter bar, which I prefer because it actually breaks through that compaction. So like a spot like that, right there, my row cleaners and down pressure my planter should be able to go through that no problem.
There's nothing you can do. I'm gonna run all over you. I'm looking for new blood. And nothing's gonna stop me now. Nothing's gonna stop me. Looking for new blood. Most of my life was heavy and hard. There's so many days, so many scars. But it was all of those years to make who I am, yeah. But I broke through, and here I stand, yeah. Don't try to fight, there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna run all over you. It's too late to try, there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna run all over you. I'm looking for new blood.
This is amazing. Just look at this. I could dang near plant into this right now. So like I mentioned before, later in this video we're going to be in the field that has corn stalks in it. I'm a little bit worried about that, a little bit nervous about it, because my combine, my corn head, doesn't have any chopping rolls on it or anything. So there's these like large, you know, you can go pick up stalks and it's, you know, 3 or 4 foot long, because it just kind of crimps it, doesn't actually break it. So some people say that's what you want. We'll see. We'll see how it works. I just don't know. Now, I was kind of worried about him having row cleaners on his bar that would kind of like get all built up, but he actually doesn't have row cleaners. He has like a cutting coulter. So it might actually be better. It might actually work better than I think it's going to. So while he was finishing up the soybean field, I went and did a couple other projects. He is now at the cornfield. He's over there making some guidance lines for himself. But I just want to show you what this looks like beforehand, even though I'm sure you've all seen it before. No tillage has been done. There is cover crop out here. It's kind of hard to see right here in the end rows, but we go over here a little bit further. You can see I got some ryegrass, some turnips, some radish, some kale. That's interesting. Huh. The main thing I'm worried about in this field is having the material flow through the strip till bar, because, you know, if I drag my foot through it, I just kind of start gathering all this material. But he said he wasn't too worried about it. He didn't think it'd be an issue. So we'll see. I'm also going to have him try and get as close as he can to the row, so that way I'm planting soybeans like right here next year. And then I also told him to skip one pass somewhere kind of closer to that edge, mainly because this is a main road right here. There's a lot of traffic right here, not as much on this one. So let's keep that away from the main road, because I want to try a little bit of no-till. Just one pass of no-till. Actually be more like a pass and a third, because he's a 16 row bar. I have a 12 row planter. Anyways, I just want to see what in the heck happens. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't work with the crap, well, then I guess I learned. So it's the next day. I have not been to either field since he finished them. I was so busy yesterday. I was just able to come when he started, get some drone footage, and then I left and did other projects. And I'm back at the soybean field, what was soybean gonna be corn next year, and wow. All I can say is he did an incredible job. This looks so good, so good. The end rows are nice and straight. The rows are nice and straight. I went along, I planted off of that fence line perfectly straight from one end to the other. It just, I can definitely tell that the guy I hired to do this is very meticulous. Love it when I see that. And the machine itself, I mean, first of all, it left these pretty nice berms, which is what you want to see because it will settle over the winter and be fairly flat come the spring. And then not only that, but if we dig down, I mean, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches deep, I would say, which is what you want to see, or what I've been told you want to see. This is awesome. I just love the idea of strip till so much. It is definitely in my future plans to buy my own bar. I think my Challenger could handle a 12 row pretty well. You know, I don't know what I'm exactly looking for. Something probably at like $60,000 range, 12 row, 30 inch. Don't really care if it's a single bin or double bin or whatever. Would like to have the ability to do dry fertilizer with it. But man, this is just, oh, this would be so nice planting into next year. A good strip till job honestly makes planting easier because now I don't have to worry about setting that first line. I don't have to worry about getting the, you know, that first pass perfect, the headlands perfect. It's already all done, and he did a perfect job, so I just gotta follow what he did. So, did variable rate potash on this field. Typically, we've never really done too much variable rate fertilizer in the fall, but I'm taking a little bit of a different approach to this field. Rather than just dumping a bunch of fertilizer on it, I took some more advanced soil tests with a new company that I'm trying out here, and we're looking at, you know, what can the soil hold, what's going to be tied up, what's going to be bound up in the soil, what's going to be lost, and trying to maximize ROI, you know, rather than just dumping as much fertilizer on as we can. So we'll see if it works or not. I'm gonna, you know, I told them, I said, no, this is a trial. I'll give you guys a year. If my corn sucks this year, I'm not gonna use you guys again. So we'll see what happens. And now I'm at the cornfield. First time I've seen this done. I mean, I only watched them do a few passes yesterday. Look at those strips in the corn. Like, I'm actually very impressed with how well it handled the corn. And then, as requested, he did leave one swatch or one pass untouched. So I'm gonna attempt to no-till beans in right here next year, see what in the heck happens. I would love it if the no-till beans do just as good as a strip till. I highly doubt they will, but I want to give it a shot. I want to see what in the heck happens, how my planter handles it, all the above. But check out these strips. Now, no fertilizer is applied here. This is awesome. I mean, yeah, when you get back in here in some spots, there is some residue over the strips, but like, it's kind of just sitting on top. I mean, it's not really worked in. So you come through here for row cleaner, I think it'll do a pretty good job of pushing most of it out of the way. I don't think it's gonna be any worse than what I dealt with this year on my soybean field that we just came from, because I had some pretty major trash issues there, even though that was ripped and field cultivated before planting. This is so cool. This is, when you're driving along the road, you look out there, you're like, man, I can hardly see the strips. But then once you get out here, you can act, same thing. I don't know, 8 inches deep here. I don't think you guys understand how happy I am seeing this. Oh no, I missed an ear from 8820. Shoot. It is kind of amazing walking across. I've walked across this cornfield a few times after I've harvested it, and I am not finding many ears at all, many full ears. I've probably walked across this field 4 times now, and every single time I maybe find 1 ear. That's pretty dang impressive for a 45-year-old corn head and a 40-year-old combine. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen any deer in this field yet when I drive by. You'd think with these, you know, these leafy green cover crops out here, that they'd be out here eating all this. Actually, it looks like the frost kind of killed that one a little bit. There's some of them that we had the other night. Typical Minnesota weather. It got very cold for about a week. We had 2 or 3 inches of snow. You know, the nights were 20 degrees and the days were 32 to 33 degrees. And then now it's 60 today. Just one of those things. Okay, this is a no-till swat or pass. Now he had a 16 row, so it's actually going to be, I'm going to have 16 rows of no-till, but I have a 12-row planter, so it's actually going to be like a pass and a third. Oh well. So for example, right here from the road, it does not look like much happened. I don't know how well the camera shows it, but it looks like you just see a little bit of black in the middle. But the truth of the matter is that there's just a little bit of residue on the top. I mean, my road cleaners will easily get that out of the way. Same with this, that's just sitting on top. And it really seemed to not work any of the stalks into the dirt, which is probably actually good, because then it's not going to get in the way of seed development next spring. It's just all sitting on top, and set my road cleaners a little deeper and just. Also, this residue should help create a nice mat to limit weed growth. So hopefully I don't need to spray this field 4 times next year, but we'll see, time will tell. And also, this field's not going to blow. Last year we had so much wind erosion, especially in the late winter, early spring. It was nuts. You'd be driving down the road and the sky would just be black from everyone's fields blowing. This ain't gonna do that. I mean, look at these end rows. That is so perfectly straight. I think you guys can tell this is what I love about farming, this part. This is so cool. Huh. Incredible. Wow. Oh. That's so cool. Okay. Gosh, do I want to end the video here or do I want to keep it going? Screw it. We're gonna go fix the snowblower. So a little spoiler for those you guys who decide to watch this late in the video, I have purchased a house. My fiance and I have purchased a house, not an acreage, so you know, no bins or big shed or anything, but it does have a garage attached, and then it has a detached, like 2-stall wide, 4-stall long garage, and a decent amount of stuff I'm going to have to snow blow. So I got my little Ford tractor, and this is a snowblower we've always used on it. My dad technically owns a snowblower, but he has since bought himself a little nicer yard tractor and a bigger snowblower, so he said I can have this one. And I'm just doing a little bit of maintenance to it before the snow comes, I guess. So I have removed the chain that runs the stage 2 part of the snowblower, and the sprocket is absolutely shot. There's supposed to be another row of teeth, but they're just gone. And then I'm pretty sure this is the original chain. It's seen somewhere. So I ordered parts to get that replaced. And that way, once I close on the house, I haven't closed on it yet, but once I close on the house, I can take my tractor and snowblower over there, put it in the shed, and that way it's ready for when and if we do get snow. Because I know they're predicting a very cold and very snowy winter this year. Okay, the trip has been made. Got my parts. I also worked out and got some lunch while I was in town. Now, people comment like, why do you wear gloves all the time? Just be a man. Well, the problem is I have all this expensive camera gear that I need to like turn on and off. So when I'm handling something that's oily, I like to be able to take a glove off and then handle a camera without destroying it. Okay. When I'm not filming, I usually don't use gloves. I gotta put the idler bearing on, or the idler holding up first. What am I doing? So I don't have it with me. I just had the dealership throw it in their scrap iron barrel, but remember what that pulley looked like before? This is what it is supposed to look like. Man, this is good packaging. Okay, so there's 2 sets of teeth on there, and then a bearing that doesn't wobble. Actually, that bearing's kind of stiff. Probably just some paint they got in there that'll get out eventually. Okay. What's the best way to go about this? Probably go over here first. Yeah, I was wrong. I should have put the I should have put this pulley on last. There we go. Got it all lined up. I just gotta put the guard back on yet, but that seems to be going pretty smoothly. Happy with that. Well, there's that. Gosh, what else? Field work's done for this year. I might do a little bit of tiling because I didn't quite finish the field I tiled last year. So whenever Dad gets done with his tiling, we might do a little bit more of my field, not much. Got some cool equipment stuff coming up. I mean, here's a sneak peek. Bam. Bought those here a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, guys.